Welcome to another episode of Soul Cooking with T. I'm your host, Tawana Carlton. I hope that you're having an amazing Saturday here on the West Coast. It's kind of cloudy. We have overcast, but we're enjoying this temporary cool off. I know we haven't been on in a while, so we want to make sure that we were on today. Sorry for not coming on yesterday. The schedule is so crazy, but I do wanted to continue to thank each and every one of you for liking and loving our videos and sharing them with your family and friends, that we ask you to continue to share our videos with your family and friends. Today, we're making one of our favorites, which is corn on the cob. Right here I have some corn that I just taken out the oven, but before I get to this stage, I want to make sure that you can see how it gets to here. So I have a pan, just a regular just baking sheet, and in the sink I've had my corn, and I'm just going to pull it out so the cameraman doesn't have to come this way. And see, I still have it inside the shook, and you see it's full of water. I've had it sitting in just some regular cold water. I had a dish, as you can see here, just to weigh it down. And so I wanted to make sure I got as much moisture as I could. You see, I did not break the ends off or anything. I'm just leaving all of that on because I want all the moisture to stay inside of the corn. And I just put it on my pan. I cook it in a 350-degree oven for approximately 30 minutes, depending on your stove. So about 20 minutes into cooking your corn, make sure you go and check it, because everybody's, excuse me for a moment, I need to wash my hands. Everybody's stove cooks at different temperatures. So about 20 minutes in on a 350-degree oven, make sure you go back and check it for the tenderness. Maybe it's already done. You just pull it back just a little bit to check. Since moving to California, some of you all know I'm from the South. And being a girl from down South, during the month when we would have the vegetables, June, July, the vegetables would start coming out during those months. And so corn has always been a favorite of mine. I'm trying to get my cameraman's attention, but he wasn't looking out. We want to make sure that you all have me. He has me in the right position today. So he was looking down, so I'm going to have to get on to him. But anyway, like I said, living in the South, during the months of June, July, and August is the time that you would get fresh vegetables from the field. We, as a child, I can remember going with my grandmother, and I was playing, loving to play, and they were picking it, but I didn't know what, I just knew when we got back home, we wanted to see who could share the most peas. And of course, at a young age, I didn't know, so I was in there just playing in it. But as I grew up, I enjoyed going to pick peas, to pick butter beans, to pick scuppernons, to pick raspberries, so different things in the summer times during June, July, and August. I gave me that opportunity to be able to have that time with my grandmother, be able to let her sit down and rest, and she talked to me while I was able to pick those fresh vegetables. And so that was time for us to bond together as a family and as loved ones and just have fun talking. And so again, like I say, corn has always been my favorite, whether it was fresh and you cut it off of the stalk and just took a knife and made it fried where you could fry it, or if you took this and you boiled it, or even if you had it out of the can. Corn has always been one of my favorites. And so today I wanted to show you a way that I've learned to eat corn since moving here on the West Coast. As a Southern girl, we're just used to either some salt or some black pepper and just a little butter. But here, since moving to California, we learned a lot of different ways. I've had corn with paprika. I've had some with the classical seasoning salt. I've had some with just some regular, just garlic spread. I've even had it with mayo. This to me was the most surprising thing, because I couldn't understand having mayo on my corn, because to me that didn't go together. I couldn't get my taste buds to say, okay, I want to try this. But after a while, I did try it. I do enjoy it just with a little mayo, with a little paprika. That's really, it gives it, the paprika gives it a little smoky flavor. Also, I've noticed that they put cheese. Sometimes when they have just the mayo on it, sometimes they'll add the cheese. Another surprising thing I've learned since living here is they squeeze just a little lemon on the corn cob. Even if they had the mayo on there, if they had the cilantro seasoning on there, even if they had the paprika, they still would put just a squeeze of lemon. So after a couple times, like I said, I started to try with the lemon. But me, as a Southern girl, I'm just a plain Southern girl. I don't have to have anything but just a good slab of butter. If you know what I mean, throw your hand up. Let me hear you. Just throw your hands up or give me some likes or some hearts. Because not just being from the South, but just being raised where you had corn and access to corn, to me, this was the only thing. It may not be completely healthy, but just put a little butter on it. So like I said, I cooked the corn in the oven, took it out, and let it, you don't have to let it rest on your pan. Immediately after you take it out of the sink, it still has a lot of water. Make sure your oven is set at 350 degrees. Cook it for approximately 30 minutes. But after about 20 minutes, make sure you check your corn, because every stove is different. So here I cooked my corn for about 30 minutes. And so only thing I'm going to do, I'm not even take the husk completely off, because when you keep the husk on, it gives you something. So whatever you have put on your corn, that's really like a napkin, because it can hold all the drippings that comes from your corn. So the only thing I'm going to do is just pull this down. Again, for those that are watching me live, thank you. And for those that will catch the replay, thank you again. Again, let me introduce myself. I'm Tawana Carlton. I'm the host of Soul Cooking with T. So, only thing I'm doing is, see, I'm not even taking the hairs, because that's what we call it down south. Now, you can take them off if you like. It's just your preference. I'll pull them off so that you can see. It's really just your preference. The hairs of the corn comes right off, and you have a nice ear of corn. And like I said, you put whatever seasonings you want. So, like I said, I'm a Southern girl. So the only thing I'm going to do, if I can get it open, which I should have had it already open, but that's okay. Just gonna pull the little butter here, open it up. Hope that everyone is having an amazing Saturday. Hope that the weather is nice. I know some of you are getting ready for Father's Day, for the weekend. So have a great and amazing celebration with your uncles, your brothers, or your cousins, or men that are in your life. And so this is just I think a half a cup of butter. You don't have to use it all on one ear of corn. And the only thing I do is I just go down my ear of corn, because your corn, when you open it up, it's already going to be hot. And so this is all I'm going to do to my corn, because I like it a little buttery. I know it's quite a few calories, but I love it. It's good. And so that's all I've done, is just ran my butter up and down my stalk. And again, my name is Tawana Carlton. I am your host of Soul Cooking with T. I thank you again for joining me here live in my kitchen. But today was just a quick pop in. I wanted to come in and share another one of my favorites that I've had as a child. Something that's quick, inexpensive, and easy to make when you're on a budget and you want to just come in and you want to have a quick vegetable, and you don't have to turn the top of the stove on. You soak your corn for 30 minutes. I like to soak it for 30 minutes, because that gives it a little bit more moisture. It keeps it more moist inside, so once you pull it off, it's not tough or anything. Remember to cook it on 350 degrees for 30 minutes, but after 20 minutes, make sure you check your corn to make sure the tenderness, because some ovens cook a little a little faster than most. So again, I'm Tawana Carlton, your host of Soul Cooking with T, and have an amazing Saturday. Bye.